We begin with correspondent Jackie Heinrich live in New York City as reports of another suspicious package there surface. It's developing minute by minute. Good evening, Jackie.
Good evening, Shannon. A second day of evacuations here at the Time Warner Center after a pair of unattended packages prompted a bomb squad response. It turned out to be a false alarm, but this building also houses CNN. And after a live explosive was found in their mailroom yesterday, police spared no resources in making sure there was not a repeat incident. In all, 4 of the 10 mail bombs were found here in New York. The latest today at the Tribeca production office of Robert De Niro. Hours later, 2 more mailers addressed to Vice President Joe Biden were flagged at a U.S. Postal Service offices in Delaware. None of the 3 packages today reaching their intended targets. A lucky save for Biden, who no longer has his mail screened by the Secret Service. But because the Postal Service has no apparatus to screen every piece of mail for bombs, workers are now manually scanning for threats and reviewing images from facilities where they believe the packages were processed.
So in terms of tracking, we have over 600,000 postal employees out there right now, so we have their eyes and ears looking for these packages.
Investigators have honed in on New York and Florida. Preliminary information suggesting at least some of those packages were sent from Florida. But all 10 bombs are being dissected in Quantico, where investigators are scanning for everything from DNA and fingerprints to similarities in how they were built. Questions remain over how many of the devices were operational and the nature of that powder packed in with the glass projectiles. Although the powder tested from the CNN mailer proved not to be dangerous, the bomb was live. Investigators believe all 10 bombs came from the same sender, and in New York, as across the country, a search for a terrorist charges on.
Clearly, what we've seen in the last few days is an attack on media outlets, an attack on prominent public figures. We're going to make sure there's expanded presence as long as we need it to show very vividly that New York City takes these issues seriously.
Although none of the bombs today reached their intended recipients, many of them were handled by civilians, and that has law enforcement encouraging the public to be vigilant. That bomb found in De Niro's office today, first noticed by a retired police officer turned security guard who noticed that package looked an awful lot like the ones he had seen on TV. Shannon.
Jackie Heinrich on the scene in New York. Thank you very much.